Everyone, welcome to QA Secret. Today we will discuss about Playwright. First point is what is Playwright? So Playwright is an open source library which is written in Node.js for automating end-to-end testing for web applications. So it was created by Microsoft and provide a cross-browser and cross-platform solution for testing web applications. Next is advantages of Playwright. So I have highlighted the list of advantages. So basically the first advantages is cross platform and cross browser. So basically it support any type of operating system like Windows, Linux or Mac OS, and any type of browser like Chrome, Firefox or Safari, because it supports all modern rendering engines like Chromium, WebKit and Firefox. And using this Playwright library you can write script in any language like TypeScript, JavaScript, Python, .NET or Java. So Playwright has one advantage called advantages over tools like Selenium, where it waits for the element to be actionable and after that it perform the operation. For this functionality, so because of this functionality it avoids the flaky test. So basically what happens when you write a script to click on a button, so basically in Selenium it doesn't wait automatically for that element to be clickable or the element is loaded or not properly in the DOM. So what happens, so if the browser is slow or your script is fast, so what happens, it click on the element, but if the element is not loaded then the script fails, so it results in flaky test. But in Playwright it waits for the element to be actionable before performing the operation. So once the element is available then only it will click on that element, otherwise it will wait for that element to be actionable like clickable or visible. And Playwright supports assertion. So it for the dynamic web element, so it provides assertions. And tracing, so you can tracing is one of the functionality where you can capture the execution trace videos screenshot to eliminate flakiness actually. And login once is one of the advantages, where you can save the authentication state of the context and you can reuse the same in all other tests. Suppose for example you logged in with a user called test, and you do not want to use the login steps again and again in all your remaining test cases. So what you can do, you can save the authentication state of that login steps and you can reuse that in other test, so that what will happen, it will save lot of time because it doesn't need to log in multiple times. So what happens, it will store your session information and everything in a JSON, and we just we in our further test we just use that JSON, so that it doesn't need to log into that application one by one. So basically that it will do. We'll discuss on this more when we'll go in detail. So we'll discuss on this more. And CodeGen, so generally it provided one tool called CodeGen, where you can record your Playwright actions and you can save them to any language like Java or Python or JavaScript or .NET, so anything. So you can convert the script. So basically you can record your actions and you can save them to any language. And basically Playwright inspector, so what is Playwright inspector? So Playwright inspector is an also a tool which is offered by Playwright, where you can inspect an element and you can find the locator of that element. So when it is an useful tool. So when there is a problem in locating an element, or writing a locator. So better, what you can do, you can open that web application with Playwright inspector, and you can inspect the exact element. And coming to trace viewer, so what is trace viewer? So basically trace viewer is one of the functionality where a Playwright trace contains all the execution screencast, live DOM, snapshot, action explorer, test resource, and many more. So what happens when you write a script to perform a certain operation? So the operations are happened in the DOM level, where you can capture that DOM snapshot and action explorer, what are the operation is happening. So you can capture all these through all the screenshot as well as video also. So this one I will explain in the next coming sessions, what is trace viewer in detail actually. And these are the system requirements basically to work on Playwright. So basically you have to use Java 8 or higher than 8, Java 8. And if you are using Mac, if you are using Windows, then it should be Windows 10 plus. And if you are using Mac OS, then it will be Mac OS version 12 plus. So Playwright actually is distributed as a Maven build. So the easiest way to use Playwright is like create a Maven project and add your dependency to the pom.xml. So I have mentioned here the latest Playwright version dependency, and this is one sample test I have written where we are finding the page title. So let's get to the code editor, and we can create one Maven project, and we'll run this test example. So if you this is already I have created a Maven project called Playwright automation in my IntelliJ, and this is the test I have already written to save time. So already I have created this class, and in the pom.xml if you see, I can already included the dependency, and I updated the pom.xml. So all the libraries are got included in my external libraries. If you see, I can show you the Playwright 1.3.50, and it's already included in my library. So here in the test class, so what I am doing actually here, so I'm creating a Playwright object by calling the create method of Playwright. So it is a static method on Playwright. So first I am creating, so after that I am creating one browser object from the Playwright instance. So Playwright dot chromium, so it will return me the browser type chromium, and I'm launching this by launch method. And after that I am creating one page object from the browser instance. So here from browser instance I'm creating a new page, and after that I'm navigating to the Playwright dev URL. It is the official Playwright site, and after that I'm printing the title. So let's run. So if you see, it is currently downloading those all the browser engines, because it is running for the first time. So it will download the all the chromium engines and all the necessary browsers to our temp directory basically. So it will be only for the first time. So it's already downloaded, and it's already printed the title fast, and reliable end-to-end testing for modern web apps and Playwright. So basically, by default, the Playwright execution happen in headless mode. So if you want to run in headed mode, then we have to enable that option in Playwright. Otherwise, it will run in headless mode. So if I run for the second time, let's see what is happening. So it's printed already. So here in the second time execution, it didn't download those libraries. So so when you install the Playwright for the first time, it will download those rendering engines and all the required libraries only once, and it will store in your temporary directory, and it will use further. So if I want to run the Playwright if I want to run the Playwright in headed mode, so what I can do, so let's run the Playwright in headed mode. So new player type dot launch option dot set headless is equal to true. So here there is one function called launch type. So I'll break this line to second line so that we can able to see command option ctl, and it will format the whole file. And here what I did in Playwright in launch, I created a new object of launch options, and I call that set headless is equal to true. So if I did set headless is equal to false, then it will run in headed mode. Let's see. So here if you see, the browser opened and closed. So uh, that's it. That's it for this video. Uh, so I'll attach the notes and in the description of the video. Mm, Thanks for watching.